Hey guys, this is Jacob here. Another fun-filled day here in Columbus, Ohio, and I'm back with one more review. Now, the review for this is going to be Doc Hilford's A.D.D. Oh, look, a butterfly. Basically, if you haven't figured it out, it's not attention deficit disorder. It means something else, but primarily it is adventure. as the video says going into it. Once again, Doc has come up with another really great principle, and it's one that you're going to actually look at because it is quite pricey. Now, it's over the sale point right now. It's $150, and the reason why I've waited to put this interview until right now, when it's out of the sale, is because I believe you guys should take the same leap of faith that I've had to. That being said, I want to make sure you make an informed decision. But also, that being said, this is not for everyone. Everyone could do it, but probably not everyone will do it. I just got back from an outing. I went out to a hookah bar, and it's a really nice one in Columbus, Ohio called Midnight Hookah. And I was sitting there, and I decided to test it out. So I did A.D.D, the All Along the Watchtower variation, where you actually have 4 individuals write 3-digit numbers, and somehow they add up to the time of the revelation. So, for example, it's amazing. I did it on 2 friends, which is not the recommended setup, clearly stated in download. It's recommended to be for 4 or more people, but in this case, I still pulled it off. And they were still amazed, and they still had no idea. It's just that clean. It's really a bold thing. That being said, there are quite a few different effects kind of discussed in the book and in the package itself. There's everything ranging from a biblical book test, so you can actually, it's for gospel magicians out there, you can actually do a major prediction effect using somebody's Bible and the books of the Bible, which is really nice. Not my cup of tea, but yeah, I can see how it can be applied other places. The Ultimate Press Dictionary test is quite honestly one of the best kind of dictionary style routines I've ever seen, and Doc credits it back as far back as Dunninger, who gave him kind of inspiration to what he did. But it's the same kind of effect using this add a number principle to basically be able to freely have books brought, to freely set up a large scale publicity stunt using nothing more than a borrowed phone book, a small piece of paper, and a group of people. I think that's great. The more people you can get involved in something, the better. And this needs people involved in it, which makes it even good. It pushes you, the performer, to get more people involved, which I think is a very scary thing sometimes. We kind of latch on to that person that's really interested in what we do, and we sometimes pummel them to death. And after a while, first off, people watching begin to feel like maybe they're set up. And second off, after a while, they begin to wonder, okay, how do you know all this about me? Let's see what you can do to somebody else. So it's important to have that interaction in there. I think this is one of those routines and ideas that brings people together more. And more importantly, it does it with a number trick, which many of you are probably not buying this, or you're on the fence about because it's a number trick. It's not your standard number trick. I'll say that. It's a bold piece of social psychological beauty that allows you to predict almost anything. In the download package, Doc talks about doing numero with this. It's the Al Baker routine where you actually have a randomly generated number that somehow inside of it predicts a name of somebody who you've been interacting with in the audience. Now, there's countless ways you can do this, and with a little bit of imagination, you can do some really amazing stuff. Personally, I've already come up with a few ideas using it, and they've worked out really well for me so far. And I love it. I think it's great. Now, that being said, there is a premium kind of insurance policy built into this as well. There is a no-fail protocol at foot here. And basically, you have to prove it to yourself that you will not fail before you will not fail, which is the best part about this whole thing, because I think that this product not only as a package grows you effect-wise and toolkit-wise, it also grows you as a performer yourself, because you have to go outside of what I guess the comfort zone would be. And it takes advantage of some of the problems that other number tricks have. Recently, Mark Paul's lecture really reinvented my kind of interest in number effects. I mean, if you haven't seen it in there, he has excellent variations of the almost real prediction, and this beats that to an extent. One of the things I've been toying with is actually doing this after the almost real prediction, and it's kind of like a double header hit kaplunker thingy, and it just works out phenomenally. It's a really great effect. It's a really great effect to use in conjunction with that. So all that being said, you're getting for at this point $150 a comprehensive course on the subject. And there is a follow-up call coming out soon as well. So if you hurry up and get this, you can actually tune in live and you can ask Docc anything. I personally really enjoy everything Docc releases, and having taken him out and about around here and hung out with him, you know, he's very open and helpful. He's one of the good ones. He's really one of the good ones here in Mentalism Magic that really just wants to grow the art. And I think many people get lost in thinking people are all in it for the money sometimes, when really when you get to know them, they're truly and honestly not. They're just making a living and putting value on their children. So, that being said, the kind of main questions I've seen about this from people coming out is there any gimmickry involved at all? No. It can literally be a business card. I just did it. My buddy was sitting there doing some work when we were out at the hookah bar on his laptop and had a notepad. I literally grabbed his notepad and grabbed a Sharpie that he found in my car, and I didn't even know he was going to have, and I did it on the spot right there. Literally, if you can get a piece of paper and a pen, you've got this down perfectly. Now, with that being said, it does work better when it's a piece of paper, when it's a pad, a piece of paper, and a pen, and you might, you know, it's strange. They talk about the staging in this, but it works extremely well, and it even works. It kind of surprised me because I did it on some diehard kind of skeptic friends of mine that they're not out to ruin my fun per se, but they do tend to screw it up sometimes because they try and mess with me when I'm trying to do this. And I did a complete prop list set for them, and this is the main feature of it, was this. Now, all this being said, what you have here is a multitude of effects using one principle that you can easily take and apply to other things. If you're the type of person looking for the next big effect, and you're bold and you're a strong performer, you're not, you know, when I say this, if someone's watching this and you're 17, and, you know, I was in your boat too, I mean, I'm only 22, but if you're a 17-year-old kid that's going, I'm going to use this to fry my friends at school, you might be able to do that, yeah, but it's not going to be as good of a place as just doing this out and about, or even as doing this in a paid show. Basically what I mean by that is if you're not really super professional, this is kind of harder to sell than if you're, you know, somebody that's used to using an invisible deck and that's really the only thing you know. So this does take some personal internal charisma to pull off. What you'll get in this is you'll get about an hour and a half long audio download, as well as about an hour long video as well, where Docc breaks everything down for you. And the editing in the video is hilarious. It's literally, Docc has spliced together footage to make it look like he's performing for a large group of serpentine dancers, a la the video that's the trailer for the actual effect itself. So, if you're somebody bold, if you're somebody looking for new tools, if you're somebody that honestly has imagination, I'd say this is for you, because you can take this and do so much more. And if you're a professional, buy this, put it into your sets, and make your money back. I mean, really, you could get a show with this or use this for lead generation very easily, especially if you're in a meeting full of event planners or catering staff like I tend to be here lately. So, we're reaching about the 9:40 mark here, so we have 20 seconds left. I highly recommend this product. Please pick it up at Docc's new store, ientertainer.net, and keep an eye out for the Perfect Paid Performances app coming out. He's told me a little bit about it. It's supposed to be phenomenal. But thank you all for tuning in once again. I appreciate the love, and I will see you guys next time.